Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Lily.
This is Coco.
And this is Taj, and we're SWV.
And we're here with You Know I Got Soul.
We had a chance to hear the album already when you guys premiered it on Pandora, and we're loving it. We put out a great review already. So we're really excited about what you guys have coming, and I know the fans are excited too, but just want to talk about, the new album Still. Sonically, what was your guys' focus with it? It has a lot of those 90s R&B vibes we're used to from SWV, kind of stayed true, but a little progressive too. So talk about sonically what you tried to do.
We just tried to put together the best album that we could possibly put together in a week. We recorded that album in a week.
Wow.
So we were just looking to put together great songs that moved us, that we felt would move anyone who listened to it, and things that we knew that were true to what we usually do. And, we were just looking for things that sound great, quality, that stuck to the vibe of SWV, and it would have that had a little up-tempo style, pretty much the vibe, the SWV vibe.
Well, tell us about what that week was like. You said it was recorded in 1 week. That must have been pretty intense.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a tough. We already knew. We kind of had an idea what lies ahead of us, but it was a tough week. It was tough, but we got it done. And, we had a lot of help. We had a chef and a nice pool. We recorded the album in Miami, so I think that kind of helped a lot. But it was a lot of hard work.
Did you guys learn anything or look back on the I Missed Us album you had a few years ago, since that was kind of the return from your hiatus? Did you learn any lessons from that one that helped you out this time around?
Oh. No, not really. I can't think of anything. Did we learn anything?
No,
it's the same. Our process is pretty much the same all the time. I wish people would have just supported that album a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's what we learned, that people don't support music anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Once you hit a certain age, they stop supporting you.
That's true, especially in R&B. So with that being known, how do you guys continue to find the motivation to keep making music and be motivated to do it?
Because it's in our heart to do it.
We still believe in ourselves. Yeah, we still believe in ourselves. You know what's funny? The thing is, they're selling and pushing our music to the urban adult contemporary stations. Yeah, but we don't feel that way in our hearts. We appreciate the adult contemporary stations, but in our hearts, our minds, we still feel young and vibrant. So we can't understand why we're being just like quarantined to this one section. We feel like we relate to everybody.
And we have so many young fans that listen to our music and that come out to support us.
Yeah.
It's a sign of the times in R&B. That's the way it is now, I guess.
You're about to shatter that.
I hope so.
But they don't put everybody in that category, though. There's some R&B artists, some artists, period, that they play mainstream on mainstream radio. I just think it's us. Amongst a few others. Like I was telling you guys earlier, Jamie Foxx came out with Blame It on the Alcohol, and that song did really well.
Yeah.
He was, so I think, people pick and choose.
It depends on who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
So they're going to play music like that. So.
That is so whack. But we are always going to stay true to the culture of R&B music, and that's who we are. That's how we started. That's how the world knew us. And hey,
right, love it, and that's definitely noticeable on the new album Still. So I'm so glad you guys went in that direction. And one song that kind of stood out was Love Song. It kind of has a little bit more of a progressive vibe, kind of more in tune with some of the younger R&B. Did you guys try something different on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more something that you would hear the newer kids doing. And we just showing everybody, you can give us anything. new school, old school, whatever it is, we can sing it. We're still relevant.
Mhm.
Absolutely. You know, with you guys being successful for so many years, what's your favorite aspect of being an artist? Is it, at this point, is it recording? Is it performing? Is it creating the music?
Performing.
Yeah, performing, definitely, yeah.
Okay. What is it that's you like most about performing?
We get to interact with fans. You know, they love it, and when they have the high energy, that just gives us energy, and we just have a good time on stage.
Right.
And the fact that they're even there, that the fact that they even come up to see us and support us, I mean, we get a high from that alone.
Right.
You know.
Looking back at the reality show you guys had recently, how do you feel like that helped, boost your guys' career at all? Or, now it's come to an end. Do you feel like it helped you in any way in terms of giving exposure? Or
I don't think it boosted our career. I think we had a career before the reality show, and now it boosts some other people's careers, as far as because they're really, I don't want to say they were nobodies, but we were here. We were established for 20 years, so some people liked it, some people didn't. I mean, we definitely as a group had our challenges as far as doing something new, and will we ever revisit it again? I don't know.
Right.
Well, it was sort of like a blessing and a curse,
Yeah.
We were on TV, so everybody got to see that we were still doing things,
and we were exposed to more people.
Right. And on the flip side, now they saw the show and they think of us as one way as we were shown on that show, and that's just not who we are every day, all day.
Yeah, sometimes you have to live. Once you do a reality show, you have to live with the storylines, good or bad, and unfortunately they follow you long after the show is over.
Right. That's a good point. Something you talked about is you didn't, the reality show helped, but you were already established doing this for 20 years. We recently looked back at some of the 90s groups and the legacies, and, obviously SWV is one of the most successful still to this day. You've influenced so many artists. We continue to hear cover songs of your guys' music by new artists, which is so awesome. What do you think, what do you look at your guys' legacy as being? How do you view that?
Gosh, you know what? After almost 25 years, just to be able to say we have a legacy is a blessing, and to be able to say that people are still singing those songs, it makes you blush, because everybody doesn't have that opportunity to even speak those words. So it just feels good to be able to say that we can do that, and it just words can't describe it.
Yeah.
Right. And then just final question. We were looking back at some of the other 90s groups, and most of the female groups, unfortunately, are no longer together or have broken up or had many lineup changes. And obviously you guys are still here doing this and still have the original lineup. And we got to see some of your struggles on TV. But what do you think it is about, what is the biggest compromise you guys have to make to keep it together as a group?
Probably our families.
Yeah, that's
my family.
We live in 3 different states. We have lives. Like, this is just one part of what the world sees, what the world knows about us. Like, we have 3 total different lives outside of music. I'm a grandmother, and I have 2 kids. Coco has 2 kids. Taj has 2 boys. And life is different. They're wives to their husbands, so our agenda changes drastically. Like, it's not over once we land in our home state. Another chapter begins,
Right.
So I think that's a huge compromise. That's why, it's important for us to make every day count. Every day we're on the road. We have a good time. We chose to do this, and we're going to make it count.
Right. So that's all we had. Is there anything you guys would like to add?
Oh, I want to say something. I want to say thank you for such a good interview. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes. No, really. Yeah, really.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you for not asking us how we got started, because if somebody else asks us that question, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh, man. We know SWV so well. We love you guys and just your whole legacy and what you mean to R&B. So we're really appreciative that you're still doing this and still making good music for the fans.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.